Crystal Edge Technology Screens and our FLE-VT company. I'm going to be talking about the big lie of white projection screens. Now, we all tell this lie to ourselves that if we get a high enough powerful projector, this is going to fix the problem. It's going to put the contrast back in, it's going to put the color back in, put all that back in. But the problem is that's not going to happen. The white projection screen is one of the cheapest screens that you can use for home theater setups. They produce light all over the environment for dedicated theater rooms. They produce next to nothing when it comes to their contrast levels. And keep in mind, fixing this with a gray screen is not going to work. And I'll tell you why. Because again, you're going to need the Infinity 1 contrast level. You're going to need the 100% black level, which is a very serious and important part of the projection setup. And the reason why that's important because the contrast level is something you're going to definitely need. Especially if we're using it for projector mapping applications and other things we do at the end of the day, ceiling displays, floor displays, commercial environments, inside, outside, different caliber projectors. That contrast is extremely important and it's needed. It also affects your color. It's going to affect color and contrast. It's going to play on. It's going to affect your ambient light rejection capabilities. That's another problem you're going to have. You can't absorb light. So, as I said before, gray screens will come out there and tell you that we can fix this problem for you. No, they cannot fix the problem for you because if you ask them on the phone and say, hey, look, can you give me a 100% contrast level? And if they advise you to buy a projector with a much higher contrast level, you're going to spend more money out of your pocket. This projector has a 4000 to 1. That's it. Our screen is 100% black. So this is why with the lights out, which I get a lot when I go to these different forum sites, so say I'm going to be in the dark anyway, not really going to see much of a difference. You are. Huge difference. All right, so let's go over and just pick up some random colors. Let's get 4K slow screen savers. Oh, wrong color, wrong choice. If it picks this up, because it usually butchers it every time. Oh, it actually freaking worked. Okay. So as we're showing the colors, you'll see with the white screen's not picking up anything at all. But when we get there, we got to get past the commercial first. Okay, let's get past that. Let's hit it right there. There we go. So as you can see, the white screen is not generating. My projector is 3600 lumens. It's ultra short throw. It's sitting right on top of the screen. It should be able to register on the white surface, but it can't. The one question I arm customers with information. The one thing you need to ask for anytime you're dealing with any screen out there. Oops, that one should have fell off. But anytime you're dealing with any screen out there, make sure that you ask them, can you give me an infinity black contrast level? And I mean with lights on. You want to make sure that, because if you can't get that, then you're going to be missing out. Because again, I don't know how they count all the colors. They count the white levels, but we don't count the black levels. And the black levels are what's important, because if it wasn't, they wouldn't put it on your projector. So let's get this taped to my screen, the one in the center. Now my projector here cost me around $60. You can get them for around under $200. It has, like I said, 4000 to 1 contrast. If you're being advised to buy a projector with a higher contrast, it's going to cost you a couple of $1,000s. It's not going to fix your problem. It's not even going to help you. And any gray screen or any other screen besides white that's going to advise you to buy these expensive projectors, that's a huge red flag to tell you at the end of the day that it's not worth your time. Why would you need a projector with a contrast that high? What would you need it for? What's the purpose of it? Why would you need it? To get better contrast. Well, only gray and white screens will use those things. Gunmetals technically don't have to use them at all, period. We test gunmetal all day long over here. Gunmetal doesn't require that at all, period. They can pick up a very good, decent shade of gray, extremely good, over a gray and white screen. So I see a lot of people who sell these gray screen prints at the end of the day and white screens. You're using these insane amount of contrast levels. What do you have all that contrast for? What's it for? Oh, it's so you can basically manipulate the video, try to make your product look like something that it's not. So when the customer gets home and they try to use it in their environment, it just washes right on out. That's why. And that's why if you ask them, can you give me that same Infinity 1 contrast level? I guarantee you they're going to direct you to buying an expensive projector to try to fix the problem. Because if you're looking at projectors with a 20,000 to 1 Contrast, you're looking at, what the heck is the deal with that piece of paper? Let's try it again. If you're looking at projectors with a 20,000 to 1 contrast, this projector is going to cost you $1,300–$1,400. I know, because I bought one. I bought it. What you going? Wait for a minute. You're not going anywhere now. Definitely stuck there. So you're looking at a projector with a 20,000 to 1 contrast. Ultimate GT 55 and 56 both have that. And those projectors cost me $1,300–$1,400 for those projectors. If you're going to project a little higher than that, then you're expecting a couple $1,000s easily. So you're going to spend about $3,000, $4,000, maybe $5,000 for your projector, depending on how much contrast you're going to need in order to fix the problem. But the problem you have is, even with the contrast that high, you still can't use that projector in a fully lit environment. If you look at the promo demonstration on the P2, they walk in, even though it's AI, and you walk in and you see how bright that environment is, that's what they're trying to give you. That's what they're trying to show you, that that's how your projector on their projector is supposed to operate, like a TV. All the demonstrations I've seen don't match that video at all, period. They're all in these really dark environments. So with that being said, 2 million to 1 don't work at all, period, on a gray or white screen. Let's go over to Starfield screensaver. So you can see the colors don't work. Now the big lie is that when you get your projector, you're going to believe that all the bells and whistles are going to transfer over to your screen. That's the big lie. I told a lie myself with the BenQ MS500 when I got my projector. I believe that all those beautiful colors and contrasts and what I'm seeing in these photos on the box is going to transfer to the screen, and I'm going to pick up this beautiful image. And it didn't happen that way. Image became washed out, was faded, colors were ugly. And mind you, I was coming off monitors at the end of the day. Didn't like what I saw. It was actually quite awful. So, yeah, that's the big lie you'll tell yourself, that your projector, because you spent all this money for it, it's going to be able to produce that image right to your screen. And it's just not going to happen. Mind you, we got the lights out. Imagine when we turn them on. Nature Desire 8K videos. So this is how much your picture quality you lose. Now I've seen this demonstration done on a P2. I've seen it done in an extremely dark environment. Now if you were to take that same projector and stick it in the environments we play in, that screen would wash out. I bounced one of these off a ceiling one time using a projector with a 2000 to 1 contrast, fully lit environment with the lights. Wow. We're having paper don't want to be up there. We're having paper issues. We'll get it to stay. There we go. There's we need more tape, people. Let's get more tape. But like I said, we bounced it off the ceiling with no problem whatsoever and got the image to be able to pull. So I'm looking for ultra short those setups in fully lit environments, just like I seen in that P2 promo demonstration. The problem is we're just not going to find any. It's not just with the P2. Even when I looked at the Epson projectors, Samsung projectors, LG projectors, all of them. I don't think they would make much of a sale if you went in and you bought one of these projectors and they say, hey, look, okay, this white screen right here, it's really not going to give you what you think you're going to get out of it. You're going to have to spend the money for an expensive screen to do this. So you're looking at maybe $3,000, $4,000 projection screen you're going to have to buy. I don't think that's going to sound too appetizing to the person who's basically buying it. So you mean to tell me I'm going to spend $3,400 for this projector and I got to spend an additional $3,000 for the screen. That's already $6,000 already almost in. Here's $6,000 in. That's a lot of money for a setup that you'll never see a contrast level ever. Now, why can't a gray screen do this demonstration? Again, it can't see infinity contrast level. It doesn't pick it up, so it's in the same boat. And that means you'll have to spend the money for an expensive projector to get it to work. And it's still not going to work. If it did, by now, I would have seen a gray screen painted to a ceiling with the lights on and seen a star field demonstration, which I have never seen. Now, for gray screens that want to sit there and argue and bicker and get upset, do me a big one. Paint one to a ceiling, show a star field demonstration, and have your lights on. Do the same thing with a 150-inch screen on the other side and have your lights on. And show me the demonstration. And I guarantee you, you won't find one. Heck, if we can't get the 1100 lumen challenge to work for them, they're not going to do it at all, period. So your white screens don't work at all. What is the benefit of the white screen? You can coat over it with our technology. It's a much cheaper screen to paint over. I wouldn't go with the gray screen. The gray screen is going to cost you more. So you get a white screen, you get a gray screen. Which one's going to be cheaper? It's going to be the white screen. It's going to be cheaper. That's the only thing good about the white screen. You can coat over it and it's cheap. So there's my NEC projector right here on the floor at only 60 bucks. Here's the model number if you ever want to look it up. $60, that's it. And you got people sitting on the P2 right now, or Epson LS800, or whatever projector you want to choose at the end of the day. And they're in a dark environment, and they still can't get their contrast levels to pull correctly. All that power, and they can't even use it correctly. They have to be in the dark. We can turn our lights on right now. But I did that demonstration. The last one we swapped out for the 1,000 lumen demonstration, 1,000 lumen projector, and then we switched over to the ultra short run and back and forth. Sure, doesn't really make a difference with our products. So if you got a white screen out there and you want to get the best for your projector investment, this is why you contact us. If you want to go with a gray screen paint product and you can't read the Infinity 1 contrast level, can't pull up in fully lit environments, colors, you got these calibrating nonsense to fix that mess at the end of the day, you can go with that at the end of the day. But remember, if it's not tested and you can't back it up 100%, you very well could have just bought a house paint for overpriced house paint. That Infinity contrast is everything. Don't believe your projector is going to fix the problem for you, because it won't. Samsung contrast demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Remember, that background has to come up 100% black at all times. All right, let's just say ultra short throw. Let's swap out. So this is what we can do in our demonstrations. We can swap our machines out. That's a 3600 lumen ultra short throw projector. Let's bring it to 1000 lumens. This is one of my favorite projectors of all time. We call her Old Faithful. Old Faithful never fails. Never fails at all. Now you got projection screens up there saying that we operate at a minimum of 2,000 lumens. Are you kidding me? Are you talking about in the dark or lights on? What are we talking about? Lights are dark or what are you talking about? Because that's the minimum. That means it must be including dark too also, which is not good. Anything should be to pick up in the dark. 50 lumens can pick up in the dark. All right. Let's grab the cords. Cords and everything are already here, which is good. We have everything already on the floor. Let's see. Get that over here. We got ruffled feathers already. Already ruffling feathers. They get mad all the time. At some point, getting angry, you can't back it up. Talk is cheap. Gotta be to back it up. The ruffled feathers already angry and bitter. Bitter and upset. Look, let me explain something to you. When you contact me and you're upset and you're bitter, you're not putting a frown on my face. You never do. Because I know why you contact me. You contact me because your product doesn't work and you know it. I know it, you know it, everybody else knows it. And the demonstrations that I do, you know you can never ever do. At all. So that's why I know why you're contacting me. And when you're bitter and upset, how's it going to bother me? I know your stuff doesn't work. That's why you're contacting me. You're just making me happy. That's all you're doing. You let me know you're upset. You let me know you're bothered. Anything you say against me doesn't bother me. I couldn't care less. I could do this.
Who are you?
I'm the doctor. You ready?
I'm the doctor. So we get people to contact us upset, bitter, angry, all that good stuff at the end of the day. And again, it doesn't bother me. Because I can do this. Like I said before, if I wanted to embarrass you, I'll just give you money and watch you give it back. Because you can't keep it. And the reason why, because the products don't work. And I'm talking about the gray screens. The white screens, we know they don't work. They don't work at all, period. They have all kinds of issues and problems with white screens. We know that from the door. And if a gray screen comes up there and lies to you and tells you, oh, no, we're better than the white screen, we can show, can you give me infinity contrast level? Can you give me that? And they don't like it when we arm our customers or anybody, live there. They don't like when we arm the customers with information. Like how to speak and how to talk when you're asking for screen paint products. What to look for. They don't like that at all. Because then that makes trouble for them. Makes it hard for them to sell their product. If the customer's already aware of what they should be asking for, that's what they don't like. Now we're at 1,000 lumens, at about 7 feet from the screen. So yeah, as for the infinity contrast level, make sure the product is tested before it was sold. You want to at least see around 20 to 30 tests, at least. Make sure the product can carry a batch number, so you know that the product is tested before it's shipped out, which is very important. And make sure they have a good return policy. At least you can ship it back or something. That projector has 4,000, this has next to nothing. Baited fish, black background.
Getting that from YouTube.
Or in the different form sites, we bump into a lot of white screens in there, and they really do believe that their projector, they spend much money, a lot of money for their projector, it's going to fix the problem on a white screen. It's just not going to do it. It's not going to help you. On a standalone, it probably looks good. Next to our technology, it's not going to look that good. It's just like when we put certified screens on a white surface, they look fantastic. Put them against our technology, it's a whole different story. Because the more superior technology is going to show through. I like this stuff. Sure, keep going. TLC 4K demonstrations. I butchered that one.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, you know why people come to us and buy our products? Because we have more demonstrations than everybody else. We have more test demonstrations, and our products are guaranteed, when others are not, because they can't back it up because they don't do testing. We do more demonstrations on more projectors, more certified screens, more outdoor demonstrations, inside demonstration, ambient light projection demonstrations. Let me know how many can say their products are weatherproof. Did you freeze your screen until black eyes? What's the biggest you ever displayed your product on? So if you're going to say you're going to use venue projectors, you're going to have to show demonstrations at 150s, 180s, dual 150 inches, 250 inches, 200-inch screens. You don't have this, so how would you know how your product will react on a screen size that big? Paint down demonstrations. How much product does it take to paint a screen down? Where are those test demonstrations? Nowhere to be found. So you actually don't know how much would it take to paint the screen in. See, these are things you got to ask at the end of the day. But three important things you need to ask. Number one, you need to see tests. Before that product was ever sold, you need to see tests. And there should be 10 to 20 of them, at least. You need to see a batch number to make sure that product is tested before it's shipped out the door. And you need to know if you can ship the product back. Can it be tested on a YouTube live stream to prove that the product works 100%, even after you had it even after the customer had it in their possession. If you can't get any of that to begin with, you're going to have a lot of problems. Just for the customers, you're going to have a lot of problems. Make sure the product is properly tested. The only person this upsets, doesn't upset our customers when we make this statement, it upsets people who make these products. It upsets them. Because they're going, you ask them this question, they're going to say, oh, that's a bunch of nonsense. That's not needed. You don't have to do that. Yes, you do have to. That's why when we come to buy your products, we get canceled orders, because we're going to test your stuff just like this. So if we got canceled orders on them, that should tell you right there. They can't back the product. So, it's been lied to by the white projection screen. And as you can see, it's not going to work on our 1000 lumen projector over here, 600 by 800 res. It's not going to work on that. Or the ultra short though at 3600 lumens, sitting a foot away from the screen. And if they tell you that we can help you upgrade this screen with a gray paint, ask them, can you give me Infinity 1 contrast level, because it will be required. So you can't run ambient light projection technology without black. That's what the gunmetal screens figured out. You realize why their screens are so ultra dark? Because yeah, they figured that out. But the thing about it is, even if you have an ultra black screen, you're still going to have to be to read high white levels at the same time. Or that, you can't see any of that at all, period. That means the black on black demonstrations we show off, that's to show that the heightener has the ability to be able to produce high white levels so we can overpower other black screens or any black surface. And again, the biggest lie you're going to take yourself at the end of the day, that my white screen, my projector is going to fix everything. And it's not going to fix everything. Yep. Not gonna fix your problem. A little better. We don't have this stand over here. You should use that one. I'll use a chair for this one. This is why I gotta say at the end of the day, this is hilarious. No customer reviews, really? Can't find any. I literally can't find any. I've searched. I'll tell you why in the next video. Something we're searching for, we can't find. Like, I literally can't find anything on it. Nothing. There's nothing there at all, period. Huh. Interesting. Very, very interesting. The reason why I say that, because can't find any. Not one customer review on anything. dare you consider yourself to be on my level and I can't find one customer review on any of your products? I'm looking at it right now on YouTube. I can't find anything at all. That means no one's bought your stuff. I can't find anything at all. The on-site demonstrations, not a thing. That's me popping my my cord. Oh, sorry, hit the wrong button. Turn the projector off and come back on again. Can't find anything at all, period. You know I'm a search. I'm a research junkie. I found black technology over in Ireland. That shows you how far I search out for stuff. So I'm definitely going to figure out if there's any customer reviews. What's it been, a couple months? And no one's bought that stuff? Of course no one's bought that stuff. So we had someone contact their phone. We knew it was already. We know from the door. Ranting and carrying on again, as usual. And they were saying that I asked them, do they have his product? He said, oh, I'm not him. I said, well, that means you have his product, right? That means you know his product's house paint. He says, oh, I don't have his product. I have Partay's product. I said, okay, send me a link of your customer's review. Nothing at all. I go to the check, there's nothing there, not a thing, nothing at all, period. Because there are no customer reviews on it. Do you have an idea how long you got to be out before somebody will trust your stuff? At the end of the day, it takes a lot of work. To have somebody trust your screen paint to buy it does not happen overnight. It takes time to do that. And you literally have to have tons of demonstrations, consistent demonstrations backing that product. That's what you're going to go through. Consistent. Which means if you show a demonstration here and then 3 weeks later something else pops up, no one's going to touch your stuff. You have to show that you basically are dedicated into your work. And you're going to have to show outstanding results every single time. Outstanding results. Because people can see through bullcrap. They can. Believe it or not, they have that capability. They can see through bullcrap. I can see through your bullcrap. My business partners can see through the bullcrap. Customers can see through the bullcrap. Especially if you're a screen paint and you're going against me at the end of the day. Someone has been here for a very long time, has very deep roots and have tons of demonstrations and can back his product up on every level. And even worse, if I were to draw my attention and go into your direction to buy your product and I get a cancellation from you, that's going to hurt you big time. Because the last thing you want is for me to buy from you and then you cancel the order. Not going to go well. So that's going to cause more damage. So no one's going to touch your stuff. And we can't find any orders on this guy. Nothing. So that means no one bought it. Which is good. That's good for you. And the reason why it's good for you because you can't back the product up. You can't back up the range gain. The thing that I was asking the guy when the guy was... I'll show you the text message. We got it on the phone. But he was saying that he has the product. I said, well, what's the range gain on it? Because I don't know what it is. Nobody knows what it is. What is it? Couldn't tell me nothing. Just kept giving me insults and cursing me out, carrying on. All right. He said he was, I said, are you Jamie? He said, I'm not Jamie. I'm somebody else. I said, okay. Well, do me a favor. You got Jamie's paint? You got his product? What product do you have on your wall? More insults, more cursing me out. All right. Well, we know anything you have is basically house paint, so we'll go for that. Oh, I don't have his product. This Jamie's product on the door. I have Partay's product. All right. Got it right there on the text message. Right there. I have it saved. All right. So what's the range gain? What gain do you have? No respond back. Again, what gain do you have? No respond back. You don't know the gain of the product that you bought? What gain did you get? No respond back. What color do you have? What product did you buy? Nothing. Do you have a link to the video so we can go check out your customer review on the product? Nothing. There you go. That's what they do. Can't back their stuff up. So that's the reason why when customers watch us, we've been here for years and done tons of testing. I'm doing a demonstration on 1,000 lumens in a fully lit environment on this screen right here, and they watch our demonstrations compared to y'all demonstrations. This is why they buy from us. But if I'm buying from you and I say, hey, can you send me a video on that range gain? What are you going to do? If my customers come to me and say, hey, look, I need a video demonstration. What's the highest lumens lowest lumens you did on this? So we got 50 lumens on the table. I'll show you that. What about outside? Oh, here's a demonstration, 180-inch screen outside. Got 150. What's the biggest you've done? 250 inch on these projectors right here. Got any customer reviews? We got customer reviews here, there, here, there. We got them all over the place. Have you been in commercial environments? Yes, we have. Here's a demonstration of the short throw and long throw. And even with the demonstration, we push the image through glass. I can go into any certified room. I don't care what screen it is. And basically talk to them and say, hey, look, my product's better than your blah, 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 blah. What you paid for. And I can back it up. You guys can't do that. So if you got a person who has deep pockets and they can afford a $20,000 screen, how would you change their mind? There you go. Can't do that. First thing when customers contact me, the first thing they say is, I've seen your video demonstrations. And I went out and I looked if other people had the same thing, because people are going to do the research, they're going to do the comparison. Your videos don't match ours. That's why they come to us, because we're more experienced in the field. So, when a customer finds out that they hit the big lie on the white projection screen, what they're going to do is they're going to try to figure a way to fix the problem. When they go look around at the high expensive screens, they're going to figure out that's way too much money they want to spend. They already spent enough money for the projector. They don't want to spend more money for the screen. They're going to bump into you guys, they do, and then they're going to do their research and check around. They're going to bump into us, because we're at just about everywhere you can pop in. You can't go anywhere without landing in one of my videos. They're going to look at my demonstrations and compare my demonstrations to y'all. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to choose us. That customer who had that 4K projector, and he opened up that window and his screen washed out, that should have never happened at all. Not with the machine he was using. Adjusting keystone. He should have never had that problem. Why does his screen look that bad? He should have never had that problem. Not on that machine he shouldn't. I had a 4K projector. My projector sat 18 feet from the screen. My screen was under condensed lighting at all times and had a window right next to it. And I was able to produce with no problem. And he didn't have condensed lighting over top of his screen. He had an open window and his screen washed clean out. Yeah, there you go. Give what you pay for. Man, it's a long demonstration. Ooh, what's this?
Crispy, from the microwave.
How much bargain detergent does it take to clean as well as time? More. Keep going.
And yeah, the white screen is a lie. Because you're going to sit there and tell yourself that your projector is going to fix it. And it's not going to fix it. Just not. Your projector only works as well as the screen is being displayed on. It's the perfect match in heaven. That's what it is. But if it's lopsided and it's unequally yoked, so one side is going to suffer for it. And especially for those that have ultra short throw projectors that are in dark environments, can't claim to be a TV if you can't operate. See those monitors sitting over there? Those monitors do not involve me adjusting the environment so I can see the screen. The light does not affect the contrast. It doesn't affect the color. Nothing at all whatsoever. So how are you going to say it's a TV when it doesn't react like a TV? That's what kills me. And I see influencers doing that. I see people showing up these screens like, oh, it works just like a TV. No, it doesn't. If I watch a movie on there, my cinema bars are black. If I watch it on a gray screen, they're gray. That's why if you look at the 235s, black curtains that they sell for silver ticket. They sell these black curtains that you can put across your screen for the top and the bottom, so you can get rid of the gray lines that don't pick up, because the cinema bars aren't coming up exactly black, they're coming up gray. That's the problem. See the background? Solid black. I get it when customers contact me. My projector has this contrast, it has that contrast, and it's this, that, and the other. What color is your screen? It's white. Seems to do well when the lights are out, and I tried to explain to them it doesn't even work when the lights out. You put it next to a screen that reads an infinity level, you'll see the difference. 'Now, just a little message to rescue screens out there. We do a lot of demonstrations with the lights on in areas that you can't go. Do you know what happens if one of my screens decide to play in your environment in the dark? Do you have any idea what these things look like when the lights are out? They're absolutely insane what they look like. If you thought they look brutal with the lights on, imagine what these things look like with the lights off. And mind, you're only at 1,000 limit, 600 by 800. That's all we're running right now. I pulled it away because I find the 3600 lumen projector too easy, because it's too close to the screen. It bothers me. It's too easy. And this is the environment that they have to play in, because their screens don't work when you turn the lights out. We go step foot in your environment, we would wreak some havoc in there. A certified screen can't even take us in the dark. $12K demonstrations. I like the fact that when I see outer space, I'm actually seeing black. $600 by 800 res projector, $75. the greens, how they pop. I swear, if I had a show where we would put our Old Faithful against any projector versus our technology, and you would have to prove that your gray screen could compete with that screen or get your projector smashed, we'd be smashing a lot of projectors that day. I love this guy right here. Because the minute that star field would come up, that's the end of it. And get the sledgehammer, smash your projector, throw it in trash. How many people are willing to put your projector up? It's sad, and I'll tell you why, because I'm on YouTube and I'm watching so many people with such poor images and such expensive projectors. Supposed to be so much better than that. To my customers, they can enjoy this kind of technology. And to the rest, you don't have our technology, well, you got that washed out, bland, ugly looking image, and turn your lights on. I watch you all day long on YouTube. The images are horrible. Spend all that money for that machine. So how does a 600 by 800 res bring up a detail line that you can see the hairs on the monkey's head? Individual marks on the bark and all that at 600 by 800 because our screen is contrast. What tech paint is. This is what you're supposed to have from your projector. Can't wait to go into a showroom and talk about this. Because there's so many people with white screens and the screen looks like crap. So when my customers come up to me and they don't have a projector and they say, do I need to spend the money for 4K? No, you don't. 1080p? No, you don't. You got a $700 projector. Because I'm coming in with a $300 wallet. How much you going to spend? How much you going to spend for your projector? I'm thinking about $3,000. You're not going to need that. Heck, we could do 500. We could do 200. We could do 100. So what would you do with all your extra money? As I said before, where you got somebody going to get you a gray screen paint, you can't even read an infinity contrast level, even if you have a 2 million to 1 sitting on top of it, because they're stuck in the dark, you're going to be stuck in the dark. You spent all that money for something that you can't even use properly. So they didn't save you money, it cost you money at the end of the day. And the white screen, all right, that's the worst of the worst. They didn't get anything at all. Okay, it'd be interesting if they sell projectors according to the screen that you own. So those of you who have gray and white screens, you'll be getting half a projector. You're going and you see a full projector, but you're only going to get half of it back. And you'll call the manufacturer, wait. How come you only got half a projector? Because that's all you're using. What color is your screen? It's white. It's gray. That's all you're going to get. At least even with the gunmetal technology to certify, you're getting a little bit more, but not all of it. In our technology, you get all of it. Because if that wasn't true, then someone would match your demonstrations by now. Oh, I love my Old Faithful, I tell you. It's the same projector we had outside, right? When we were doing Batman and all the different things on the white screen outside, same projector. And then we took the same projector and we bought it inside and watched Batman in a fully lit environment. Name how many screen paints can do that? comes down to one thing, people. You want the best for your setup, and you don't want to spend a lot of money. That's where we come in. And only do with fake, phony products at the end of the day that can't even back their products up in a simple, basic test. And it's the reason why we receive all the angry email and the angry, bitter, upset text messages, because they can't back their products up. I don't know how you can be so angry at the end of the day when we have canceled receipts on you. What the frick is going on with that? It's a beautiful video demonstration. I like this. I like this is the kind of scenery I like. A little mixture of everything. Yeah, sat there and said that he has to use 4,000, 5,000 limit projectors to get his screen to activate. You don't know me. You haven't met Old Faithful. Well, while you guys watch this, I'm going to continue my search on this product, which for some reason we can't find anything. Because the first 3 demonstrations should have popped up instead of us popping up how we can't find reviews on this product. That's the first red flag. We'll pass the screen for a minute. Whew. Yeah, man. Danny, I'm off to dig into you, man. See, the problem is, whoever your supporter was that came in basically mentioned your name about you. They did a review on your product, and I'm searching for it. I can't find this review. So I'm going to have to dig into your stuff now. Now, mind you, next month we have that global challenge. Oh, we're not forgetting about that. Which means if any of your supporters out there back you 100%, we can get your paint in that box at the post office. That's what's going to happen. So there's no way around this at all, period. And that's the reason why we're setting this in. We're going to make sure our screen is number 1. I don't like to say things on camera. That's like a back of the 1%. And I did a lot of research. I bought a lot of products in here for testing. But we haven't done, maybe there's some stuff out there we don't know about. So that's why I'm going to set this post office box and then make so companies can ship in the best products they can and we can test it against. Now you guys call your products the best, so you should be doing the same thing I'm doing. But you can't do that because your products don't work. But you better pray that nobody from your fan base gets the idea to back you up, because they should be backing you up, and they send down your stuff. Now you can't cancel orders, you can't change states, you can't do anything, because now you run the risk of one of them sending it to us to back you up, to help you out. Except for that's going to hurt you. So next month we set it up. That's the scary part for them. Anybody else that can back their stuff up, they're going to send it through with no problem. We don't have to worry about that. And if we don't get anything at all after making that statement, then that just tells you where we stand at and how everybody sees us. Look at that water reflection. Woo, 600 by 800. I have people telling people that, oh, don't use 600 by 800 res projectors. They're garbage, they're trash. They don't work well. They didn't give you high resolution. You got to spend the money for 4K. The reason why they're telling you spend the money for 4K, because their screens are garbage and trash, and they require high and expensive projectors to get the screen to work. Try to use one of these on their screens, it'll fail miserably. That's why they advise you use the most expensive projector, the highest lumens, the highest contrast to fix the mess. When you don't have to spend all that money to begin with. You're just fixing their mess. Or we tell you, nah, 600 by 800 works perfectly fine. We do it against certifieds all day long. No problem whatsoever. Like certifieds pick up on those projectors with no problem. I watched a Black Diamond pick up on a 50 lumen projector in a fully lit environment on a white surface. Beat the crap out of a gray screen, beat the crap out of a white screen. So what's the problem? No, they tell you to buy the most expensive projector because, again, less of a risk of the screen failing. $600 by $800 won't give you detail. Excuse me, our screens are black. They are detail. $600 by $800 give you screen door effects. Screen door effects are black, by the way, and our screens are black, so we camouflage that so it doesn't exist. $720p will never look like a 4K. We got demonstrations on that one too. Black screens don't produce high enough white levels. We got demonstrations on white levels versus our Old Faithful fully lit environments that your demonstrations and screens can't survive in. Don't speak about color. We dominate that one too. So what else is there? Outside, you definitely don't want to go out there with us. Out there, that's a big time no-no. If you're worrying about the ambient light and curtains and all that stuff messing with you, out there it's far worse. Your screen's exposed to everything. All right, what we got for time on here? Oh, pretty good. Chicken dinner, chicken dinner, chicken dinner.
Scout is protected by Simparica Trio, and he's in it to win it. Simparica Trio is the first two with triple protection. Oh, please! It ticks!
Now, to those who said, well, that surface you got there, that white sheet of paper, does not represent a true white projection screen. Oh, it does. I did that one too. I did that a couple of days ago. We had a 2.0 white screen before we coated it with our black technology, and I put that white surface up there and you couldn't find it anymore. I also put that photo backdrop on there too and couldn't find it anymore either. It's all the same. I get that all the time. We got a 2.0. This one gives off a yellowish tone. This one gives off a white tone. Blah, 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 blah. Cut it out. It's always human better every time. Red screen. Wrapping it up. See if we can get some colors and pop up on this baby on 1,000 lumens. Let's see it kick it. Nope. Not gonna happen. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Nope. Not gonna work either. 1,000 lumens can't get that to kick. That's kind of crazy. Green screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Nope, not gonna work either. So white sheet paper. Let's see. Oh, purple. Let's get some purple in there. Nope, purple don't work either. Okay, just move along, mosey along. Let's see. We did the red, did the blue, purple. Well, white levels are going to be higher, but they should be.
Domino's pepperoni stuffed.
Good gracious. White screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
So this is what I tell you. Didn't ask for all that. My goodness, they just give you what you want. Can't get a white screen? Seriously? Honestly, you can't get a basic white screen without a commercial attached to it. There we go. Thank you. The tone. This is what's very important. And here's the thing about it. If you can't read this tone and you're making a black screen paint, you can't do it at all, period. See, there's a certain tone that's supposed to pop up in black screens. And some people don't know how to read them. And these tones actually react differently to 1,000 projectors, 5,000 projectors, ultra short throw pico projectors, all different kinds. The tone has a pull every single time. And if you don't get this tone, what's going to happen is your screen is generating too much high of a white light. And it just won't pick up. Mr. Sandman, send me your dream. Just gonna use a little sample. Just a little sample here. Just a little example. That's all. And we can't use this when we're on ultra short throw because, again, we're not supposed to use these on ultra short throws because they don't work right with ultra short throws. They're not recommended for ultra short throws. They're on ultra short throw screens for that. Oh, the tones. So, when I first started doing these demonstrations, I remember there was a troll that came in the room. Probably was him at that. He's always in the room. Anyway, and said, hey, let me see the white level comparison. Because the thing about it is, you guys got it backwards. See, you thought that the higher the white level, the better the screen. And I've tested dozens and dozens and dozens of certified screens and no, this is not true. So the higher the white level, the better the screen. But if that's the case, wouldn't the white screen be more expensive? Because the white screen pulls the highest white level. So what happens to that theory? All right. Okay, so, oh man, put my tab down. Okay. So this should stick, hopefully. Hopefully. I'm not saying it's going to, I'm just saying hopefully it sticks. Screen's kind of hard to stick to. So the higher the white level, the better the screen, right? All right. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
What if imaginary...
Can we get the red screen on our commercials, please? There we go. So the higher the white level, the better the screen. Problem is, no, that theory is completely wrong. Actually, it has to be a tone that has to come up in order to generate both contrast and white levels at the exact same time, and it only works on black screens. That tone does not pick up on a gray screen. It won't pick up on a red, on a colored screen. It does not pick up on any other screen except for black. So the only ones that can read it and understand it, even the gunmetal won't even read it correctly, because you have to have an infinity contrast level to pick up that tone. So if you can't pick it up, what happens is your screen will fail against it. Purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Screen without a commercial. Let's try this one. There we go. Okay, let's come out of that one. This is purple plasma.
Did you know some dish soaps don't remove?
So many commercials, I swear. Green screen. I think I'm going with the first one. The first one shouldn't have a commercial on it. There we go. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Wait a second one. There we go. Light blue. And blue. Baby blue. All right. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's try her again. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. So when we test your gray screens, the first thing we request is the white level. That allows us to see and know that your screen can't generate contrast and won't see color. And that means if you can't read it with the lights out, you're going to have a very difficult time doing it with the lights on. And even difficult outside. That's how we know. The white levels is the first thing we ask for. We don't dodge that. That's what we know. That's what tells us the information we need to see. Every certified screen you ever seen me test, the first thing I'll ask for is a white level, because that tells me the truth about your screen, what it can do. 4K snow screensaver.
Getting that from
Now, we
YouTube.
put our screens against a black surface, We have to make sure that our screen can actually generate a high enough white level that's going to surpass the black paint, black fabric, black film, black plastic, and anything else we could think of on the face of the planet to stick against that screen. We got to drop it at 1,000 lumens, put it in fully lit environments to make sure we can diminish the projector's lumen capability. By the time it hits the screen, there's nothing left. And that means that screen's going to have to generate all kinds of power at the end of the day to produce a high enough white level to come up clean enough and crisp enough to match our demonstrations. This is why I said if I get your stuff down here, it's going to fail miserably because I'm very brutal with my testing. If I'm willing to go halfway over to Ireland to pick up a screen, what do you think I'll do to yours? So do you really want your stuff down here in my environment? I don't think you do. And for the stuff we were able to get our hands on, it didn't go too well. Because we matched this stuff more than just network grade 773. There were about 20 or 30 different forms of grade paints we were able to match this stuff to, easily. And at one point, we were able to make it. So you don't want your stuff down here. Now for the certified screens, they give us more of it. Oh, just forget it. They do what they're designed to do. I can leave it at that. So you have to be the transition. You have to be to show your color and your white levels and your contrast. You have to be the transition. And if you can't do this in the dark, then there's no hope for you when the lights go on. Because you're going to have to reach that infinity black level. This is why I tell people that when you have the white screen and you're trying to upgrade your white screen, if anybody wants to sell you a gray screen paint, you ask them, can you give me that infinity contrast level? If they point you in the direction of a projector, then hang the phone up. You're done. That conversation. Because that's going to cost you more money. Hey, our product's $60. You're going to be saving money at the end of the day. We're going to spend $3,000 for a projector to fix the mess. There you go. And you're going to be stuck in a medieval dungeon environment because if you turn your lights on, your screen's going to wash out. And there you go. So we'll accept the red. We'll accept the white on the fish. But we can't accept the black background that goes with the video demonstration. We're just going to forget all that altogether. That's not even needed. Come on now. Let's be real. Let's see if we do this. Let's give it a good chance. Let's bring it all the way up. There we go. Very little distance. Throw it, put it right up on top of the screen. Maybe this will help. No. Oh. That's where we're supposed to be at over here. Box just right.
Should we work out?
Maybe.
Wah, wah.
back of everything I say. I'll let you tell you what's going to happen, and it happens. If your screen's having a difficult time picking up in the dark, wait till the lights come on. It's a nightmare for it. Some more lights right there we're using. No little light sprinkled behind the back of the screen, that nonsense. Direct commercial lighting right on top of the screen. 1000 lumen projector, 600 by 800. So that light pushing around my screen. See? Well, we're done with that one anyway. I don't know how much my circuits here, because these are not easy to get. So let me show you. Now, keep in mind, the screen's a heck of a lot better than a white screen. Yeah, it is. And a gray screen, it's just sitting against our technology. Anything that lays against that screen, it's not going to do too well. Because that screen's some more advanced technology. But you would have noticed that. Let me see. Question: how was your Cinemax mix, a product that matched Network Gray 773 and 20 different paints that we were able to match against when we had it in our possession, was able to turn our product dark, but this superior technology that can eat your screen up easily can do it? And that's because you had something in there that wasn't ours, like black paint. Because we can show dozens and dozens of demonstrations how black paint reacts to our screens. Comes up dark, comes up dirty, doesn't produce any white light whatsoever. Yep. I think they forget we do certifieds. I think they really do. I'll put these up nicely. These aren't very actually easy to get. There's the collection here. You have to understand, for the next series real quick, I expect the text messages. I expect the emails. I expect the crying videos. I expect all that. That's how you are supposed to react when you're against a technology that's far more superior than yours. This is how you're supposed to react. This is normal for us. We're used to seeing this. We're used to getting the hate at the end of the day when people can't back their products up. This is normal for us. It's protocol. It's easy. Because it's what we do. We ruffle feathers. So, me getting a letter from the attorney telling us to stay away from their technology, me getting people angry and cursing us out and acting up the way they do, that's normal for us. That shows at the end of the day we're doing what we're designed to do. We're doing the damage. We're showing at the end of the day we're more superior. And the fact that you can't even back your products up, that's the only way you know how to basically deal with us. That's it. You can't design a product and compete with us. That's how you have to react. So we're used to that. I expect it from you. Because again, you have nothing left. That's what you tell me at the end of the day. Now, a company that has something that can battle with us is a company that's going to come up with some new technology and go, whoa, shoot, Chickers ain't playing around. Look at that at the end of the day. Man, that's awesome. See? That's what I'm talking about. But someone who doesn't have anything is going to react to insults, cursing, carrying on, all that dumb nonsense because you don't have anything left. That's what you just told me. So that's normal for us. We're used to it. I've been in business for 12 years. I've heard everything in the book. So we're used to that kind of behavior. You just told me you don't have anything. That's what you just told me. If you had something, you would show it, and you would be able to produce it better than our product. Meet some of these challenges or something. But you don't, so you don't have. So I say that to the naysayers because, you know, every video we do, they cry about it. That doesn't bother me. It just shows me at the end of the day, you can't back yourself up. So if I want to embarrass you and just buy something from you, just come give me back the money anyway. It don't make a difference. Can't send it because it doesn't work. That's why sometimes we buy from you. I already know I'm going to get cancellations from you. I know that from the door already. I just buy from you just to see if you're going to send the money back. And you always do. You always send it back. Oh, by the way, Danny, this is black, not freaking gray. I don't even know colors. Same thing goes to the other one named, what's his name again? Daniel, or Daniel goes on Daniel. Yeah, it doesn't know color correctly. This is black. All right, let me get this thing down. I gotta roll this up. I'm probably gonna do a demonstration outside tomorrow on the ground. And do that. No, probably so. I like the, tell you the truth, out of all the screens we designed, I like the wallpaper screens, but the wallpaper screens can be a little bit feisty. Where I like the fabric screens are much better once we make the grommets because they're much easier to take down and be done with. Oh, right here. Wait, I have this here. There we go. Nicola! So to do that one. Ugh. Okay. That's up. You don't go anywhere. There we go. I'm gonna start working on my gaming screen because that's why I'm taking that down. Gaming screen is next I'm going to be building and working on. And I need I need something to cut that tape off. Where are my blades, knives, not around here? See, of course, there's nothing ever around when we have to cut the tape. Why is there nothing ever around? So these right here, we used to sell these. We used to sell these screens right here, right? But again, they have to be shrunk really tight, and they have to be to fit in one of those boxes, which makes it a bit of a headache. But the fabric screens, the ones we do now, are actually much more better because the screen we can actually tuck away into one of those mailers over there and ship it anywhere we want in the world. So these couldn't be shipped overseas because they were too expensive. Where the screen that we can take down with the grommets can be folded up in a little package. It can be shipped overseas. See, that's the part you got to know about business, about what you're going to sell and what you're going to apply it to. Because again, shipping can make and break your product. It can make it easy to ship, or it can make it a nightmare. So that's why doing motorized projection screens and all that stuff can cost you a lot of money if you're shipping them back and forth. Now, if you have a corporation and you do tons of these orders, it gets a little cheaper for you. But if you don't, this can cost you some money. So this would be a 100-inch screen. Imagine shipping that overseas. That's going to cost you a little bit of money. Or we can have a screen that we can basically ship into, let me see if we can find a mailer around here. We should find one. They're all over the place. Versus this. See? Cheap, affordable. So it makes and breaks the screen. I remember he was trying to ship off motorized projection screens. I try to give him some advice from time to time. He doesn't listen. He doesn't listen to anything at all whatsoever. I did that one already before. So I try to send him a message like saying, hey, look, you might not want to do that, because if you post that and you say you're shipping up these screens and people buy that from you, you're going to have to ship it off. You're going to find out it's going to cost so much more money that it's going to cost more than the product itself. Did he listen? No, he never does. And then later on, he did a video saying that, hey, the shipping cost is extremely expensive. I told you that one already. So if you have done your paperwork correctly on your company and all your stuff is legit, you're eligible for certain programs that will allow you to ship things for much cheaper, get discounts and all that stuff. We're having your licenses, LLC, EIN numbers, all that stuff. If you don't have that stuff, you're going to be in some trouble. But anyway, yeah, to ship this overseas, we couldn't do it. But in the little package of the screens, yeah, we can. And then the other screen has the built-in grommets. It makes it easier to hang up. This right here is easy to hang up, but still a lot of work involved. There's some work involved, you know? Easier, other one's much easier. And then the storage. I can paint 20 different screens on that surface and fold all of it up inside of one little box. Or if we paint 20 of those, we got a bunch of rolls laying all over the place. The clamps you buy over at Amazon for around 14 bucks. You get the big boys, because what happens is when you buy your frame, they give you these dinky little clamps, and those things are going to snap right in half on you. They're not worth jack. So just go out and just buy the other ones for 14 bucks. The stand I got for $95. They make different ones depending on how sturdy the frame is. The cheap ones are very thin, so they'll break easy. And the stronger ones are about $90 and up. They last a little longer. I've had this one for about, I say probably about a good maybe 3 years I've had these. That's the name of the company right there if you're interested in getting them. There, E-M-A-R-T. Yeah, that's how the white screen reacts. Yep. When you throw your... That's why when you watch a lot of demonstrations involving white screens, what they'll do is they'll basically show you a lot of color. So you think you're getting something, but you're not getting jack at all, period. Mine, we're not even overhead. The lights still hit here pretty bright, but you can't pick up your color. You can't see any of that at all, period. Because it's a white screen. Sorry about that. I gotta stop hitting that button. It's right next to this section over here. It'll cut itself off, put it back on again. We're going to show you something real quick before we sign off. Someone buy me a couple of those white screens that claim to give you this really superior color. We're going to test those and a couple of the inflatables outside. See if we're really going to get all that. And just not going to get it. Oh, no, it doesn't. Let me put it back on the stand. This one. There we go. Back on the last stand. But I'm going to track down 4 stickers on this place. That's a black diamond. Right there. It's black diamond technology. Now, like I said, if you will put it by itself against a white screen, it does the job. It does exactly what it's designed to do. Exactly what it's designed to do. But because our screens can reach the infinity level, we pick up the contrast and the brightness much better. But they do work. Look at that. 4K Snow screensaver. Impressive, isn't it? Yep. That screen picks up good contrast, maintains its white levels. Gray screens, that's the screen that will destroy you with no problem. A screen you can't take in a million years at all. But us, on the other hand, we're different. Starfield screensaver. So that's the reason why we don't see you guys testing Black Diamond technology versus yours, because you already know the deal. How are you calling yourself equal to me? How? Background, OLED fish. Let's drop the minimum at 50. star-filled screensaver. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Screen has a reflective on it. That's why. Because they reflect a ton of light. That's why they can pick up the white levels so high. Gunmetals have those. There's a reflective surface. Allows the screen to generate this high white levels. White screensaver. Snow, cottage. Yep. See how it's producing a higher white level than the gray screen? Because it reflects a ton of light. It's able to pick up a much higher white level. Let's drop it at 50. Got 50 running? 50 running. Go back to that. Let's drop it at 50. That's 50 lumens. Sorry about that, people. I said it correctly. Alright, we have to be in right line with the projector, with the screen, because again, reflective surface. So I try to explain to you. The gunmetal screens have a reflective coating, which allows them to be able to generate higher white levels. But this also too is what triggers off something called the now free income effect. If you've done enough research on certifies, you would know this. So basically, the now viewing cone effect is basically when screen has, I'll show you. See, that's a narrow viewing cone effect. So basically, it's a reflective coating, which means it has a really difficult time picking up on an angle. But the zero edge, on the other hand, doesn't have that issue, because when I was checking out the zero edge and I turned to the side, nothing came up. Zero edge basically picks up completely zero narrow viewing cone effect. But this is usually what most of the certifieds will go through. That's why when I see a screen paint do this, I'm baffled. Screen paints are supposed to do that because you don't have that special film or material at the end of the day. You see how this is picking up a higher white level, and the screen paint's not at 50 lumens. Which means we went down quite a lot. I'll show you the little setup we have right here. So there's a projector right there, running off a battery pack, running off the fire stick. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Okay. So look here. Oh. LG beta fish. No, we don't need a black background. That'd be too much of a distraction. We need something like that. See how dirty the colors are. Now, see how bright and sharp the colors are? Big difference. See how the whites are real high? See how the background's pulling that darker shade of gray? Still maintaining the color. Now look how dirty and cloudy the picture looks on the gray screen. Look how clean it looks on the black diamond. Because it's muddy. That's why. On the black diamond, it's clean. On the gray and black paint, or gray paint, it's muddy. And the white surface isn't picking up anything. So I know those of you were probably sitting there on camera thinking that, oh, the gray screen is just as good as the black diamond. No. Gray screen here comes up muddy and dirty. That comes up clean. See? There you go. That's why a gray screen of any kind, sorry about that, can't take on a certified. Certified is produced different. So we get two bait of fish in there. Let's see. See the menu? See what I'm passing to the menu? See how clean it's coming up on the diamond technology versus the gray paint? Because they come up dirty.
Chicken prices 35% higher. The producer doubled their profits. Toilet paper up 10%.
Huge difference between the diamond technology and everyday grade paint. Everyday grade paint is what it is. It's just everyday grade paint. There's nothing special about it at all, period. Our technology, on the other hand, we've taken on those screens with no problem. And any other certified screen with no problem can show a massive difference between our technology and their technology. Because at infinity level, that the darker you go on your contrast, the better your screen. But you're still going to have to generate a high enough white level and still be able to produce in fully lit environments on different multiple calibers of projectors and environments. Can't just do one demonstration, go, voila, we're done. See how marvelous that looks? See, that's what I saw when I tested the Black Diamond. That's a Black Diamond 1.4. That's what I tested in my environment. See how that thing looks like a TV? Compared to how that product looks so dull and washed out? Yeah, big difference. So if you're talking about my products at the end of the day, you gotta get through those things first. And they're brutal. See, gray paints are never going to be surpassed that. And if you try to make your mixes darker, even worse. Because I've tested the darker mixes and they can't read white light high enough. So they fail. They come up too dark. Now, since you have your black and white mixture for free, I'm going to make that. And I'm going to stick that right against that black diamond. And I guarantee that black diamond will tear it up. You're going to go on YouTube and call yourself the best of the best. Well, guess what? Let's put you against one of these high-grade certified screens and see how well you do. Because apparently you haven't been doing the test. You haven't done the test never did the test at all, period. So how can you call your product to be number one and you can't take on one of those? That Series C nonsense, how they claim that their products are almost equal to nowhere near in the capacity of one of these screens at all. We're just, why spend $5,000, $7,000 for a projector and spend the money for your product? Really, do you have any video demonstrations showing you matching one of these or taking out one of these screens? No, you do not. It's just talk. I'm showing you the massive difference between that product and that paint. Mind you, somebody was so terrified of that apple barrel paint that they decided to smear black paint into the container to tamper with it. Because they were that terrified of it. It must have matched. Somewhere the seal got broken. Maybe the seal got broken off camera by accident. And then it was tested and found that it would match. Just tamper with it so that way it doesn't match. Now they did their research. They did their research on that product. And Black Diamond did its research. Now keep in mind, if I'm telling you that the gray screen paints that we developed back then, and they were far better than the gray paints we have now, because again, I was more popular with that gray paint back then than I was now. But it was more popular, and that screen right there took out everything we had. That should tell you how good that screen was. And you think you have a chance now of taking that thing out? No, ain't gonna happen. Look at the red on that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the red on that. Look at the blues and reds that's popping off that screen. We're at 1,000 lumen projector right now. That's why I understand how Black Diamond basically has these high lumen projectors on the screens. They don't need that. They could pick up at 50 lumens in a fully lit environment. Easily. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of them. I'm not on how they treated me. I'm not, but I give credit where credit is due. If it's good technology, it's good technology. But you haters on the other end, you can have good technology in front of you, and you will still hate on it because you're haters. That makes you immature. That screen right there is a beast. It's good. Watch this. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yeah. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Mind you, my gray screen paints that I had back in the day, and I had lots of them, with the beta testers, contracts attached to them, the whole 9 yards, than the products you guys got now. And that screen took out all our stuff to the point where basically I converted into gunmetal to black technology. Because that screen was it gave me that much of an I was so impressed by it, by that much. It caused me to change everything. And you really think at the end of the day you could take me on? Yeah, please. Joke, joke, joke. I could like a good laugh every once in a while. I do. So we got your product down here. This is what you're going to go against, these certifieds. Matter of fact, I made that statement. I said, if I get your product down here, we got a bunch of certifieds down here waiting for you. That's why the orders got canceled. They can't pass the certify. Watch this. White screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yeah, it'll trash your stuff easily. That screen can't even make my screen go dark. But it'll do it to y'all stuff in a hot second. It'll turn your stuff really dark. Now, for anyone who sits there and says that apple barrel is not my product at the day does a challenge on that, please don't try to cheat on the challenge. And when you do the challenge, make sure that the container is unopened and seals are not broken. And don't have black paint smeared around the top. Come on, we're going to see it and we're going to know it. If you're going to cheat on a $4.97 paint at the end of the day, that is pretty desperate. Oh, that's so desperate. Gee whiz Louise. Woo! Matter of fact, we're gonna use your product. We'll get some network grade 773. This is the same thing anyway. We're gonna do the same thing. Remember, we wrote in the specifications one time. Something like that. We wrote in the specifications one time that this product was equal to certified. Really? Where to test that? And nowhere in the world. LG Beta Fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
I can show you that product right there. Easily, watch this. Watch this. Gray screen, no match for that screen. Gray screen, definitely no match for it. That's going to cost $5 grand. And yet, if you lay that screen against my screen, it doesn't register because our screen reads an Infinity 1 black level. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Black diamond, white screen, gray screen. Black diamond versus our technology. We read the Infinity 1. That's why. Any screen that lays against our screen ceases to exist. There you go. Simple and plain. So, in the pecking order of the chickens, that would make our screen number 1. Diamond does exactly what it's designed to do. It produces amazing color. It produces amazing contrast. It produces amazing white levels. It does what it's designed to do. But, if you were to put it against my product, it doesn't do so well because we have the Infinity 1. And we read an incredible white level and we pick up amazing colors. Now toward all the other screens, gray screen would be a little bit better than the white screen, but still, you're not getting contrast at the end of the day, and you have to spend more money to get the high grade screens, which is certified. They're the ones going to give you the best picture, but they're going to cost a lot of money. And then there's us, where we cost less than that screen, and of course, you know, we're going to be more expensive than this one, but again, less than that one, because we don't consider this screen and that screen in our category. We consider these are the ones we actually are doing testing and demonstrations against, because we're showing at the end of the day that under the $500 mark, we can perform better than $3,000 to $5,000 or $6,000 screens. But for some reason, this screen right here keeps thinking at the end of the day that it can take on us when it can't even take on that. That's so backwards, it's not even funny. I gotta put on a puppet show. All right. That's it. It's just very simple and easy. You know, gray screens, outdated. That's it. Just outdated screens. Certifies know they're better. They've done the testing. I guarantee you that they have bought these great products out here on the market. I guarantee you. Guarantee they did all their tests. And they know at the end of the day that they're more superior than the gray screens. And people who have bought these screens know that their screens are more superior because they've done the tests. They've gone out and bought some of these gray mixes who make these claims that they can produce just as good as these certified screens, and they already know what they are. It's a budget paint. That's what it is. It's not a high certified screen. It's not even a high grade screen paint at that. I guess that one, but I deal with this one. Best of the best title means that you could take out anything. Certified, white screens, gray screens, anything. That's best of the best. And you can't take on the certified. That's why when I got on camera and I sat there and said there's a big difference between a certified gunmetal screen and an actual gray screen. There's a huge difference between the two. And I showed you that right there. Black down works perfectly fine. It's designed to take out a gray screen with ease. White screen can't stand against it. Pulls up in a fully lit environment. We use a 50 lumen projector at 720p. It picked up with no problem whatsoever. Put it next to us. It doesn't pick up its contrast levels. Doesn't pick up its white levels correctly. Or it does pick the white levels up pretty good. It doesn't pick up color. So what would that make my screen to be? The pecking order, where the top ones, for the pecking order right there. So that means my customers have screen paints right now that can do things that other screen paints can't do, and we can actually compete with a certified physical screen, which is something that the screen paints have been trying to do for years and years and years, trying to compete with a physical screen. Yep. So what do you say when someone comes in and says, hey, I'm on the verge of pretty much picking up one of these screens and your screen paint? Are you saying that you do the same thing or better than one of these high grade certified screens? If you say yes, you lied. And they're going to find out. Because I guarantee you they got a bunch of those samples laying around where they're basically trying to figure out which screen to go with. Now, I'm over here doing a little research. And the research I'm looking for is, I'm trying to find your customers and I can't find anybody. You should have been the first ones to pop up right there. And nothing's popping up. That's us right there. This is us right here. Talking about where your customers are at. So the first thing that pops up when we try to find your customers is us saying, where is your customers? We can't find any of your customers because you don't have any. And the reason why you don't have any customers, as I told you before, screen paints products that you're selling online are very difficult because the customer doesn't see them. They're going to check for customer reviews. They're going to check for other people had your product. They're going to check on see how much testing you've been doing, how much time you put in, how much effort you put in. They're going to look at all that, everything. Go through your website. Oh, do you know what you're even talking about before they give you any money? And if you prove to match a house paint or anything like that, it's over. It's over. If your product basically comes out supposed to be gray and black and it comes out gray, the colors don't come out right, screen's showing bad texture to it, poor lighting in the environment, stuff like that, you're going to have a lot of problems. it's going to be very hard for you to sell it. All right, I don't want to make this video about that, but I am going to come in and do a video real quick, and I'm going to dig through your stuff real quick, because I'm going to see if we can find any customers, because I got on there and talked all the trash. I don't know if it was Jamie or if it was Danny or which one was, I don't know. But do know that he wouldn't take crow's paint for claim. He wouldn't. He definitely turned around and said he had Danny's product, so he wouldn't take crow's paint for claim for Jack. So that tells you a lot right there when I asked him that question. I don't know. Let's see. Here we go. Nope. I have parties. It's way better than yours. Well, probably have it. We just can't find any customers on it. And it's failed multiple times. It's not doing too well. Can't find any reviews on this product at all, period. Very, very upset individuals. Their feathers get ruffled very easy. So we're going to go on a little search, see if we can find it. Because I do like to back things up when I say it. But there's nothing here. This is 1 year ago. This is us right here trying to figure out what the range gain is. And there's no videos or anything on the range gain, which I asked him several times about what is the range gain on the product. And he couldn't say a word back to me, but cursed me out. All right. And this is 2 years ago. So I'm going to show you what I mean, how old these videos are. That's 2 years ago. And that right there, that's 11 months ago. So 11 months ago, we asked that question. We still didn't get an answer on that yet. And that's 1 year ago. There's nothing there. And at the top, put down parties, customer reviews. Can't find nothing. But we'll be back on. We're going to do a little search. I'm curious. This guy said he had his product and he did a review on it. So we're going to go based on what he said and try to see if we can find it. I like to back things up. Right, got to go. Thank you all and God bless. So let's see if we can find it.